food insecurity and limited access to proper nutrition continue to affect children, especially those under 5 years. Nearly 1/3 of Ugandan children suffer from stunted growth, and damages caused by stunted growth is irreversible. That is according to our UNICEF Uganda Annual Report 2019. St. Mary's Hospital Acho continues to receive a significant number of malnourished children every month, many from low-income households that struggle to provide adequate meals and medical care. In as much as we all know that Lacho receives donation to support such children, but you realize that they majorly provide medical support and then the nutritional support. There are others that are not provided to support these children that we want to come in as community to support in. Recognizing this urgent need, Santa Foundation, which is a community-based organization, we have initiated this drive to support these children by providing for them food, nutritional supplements, hygiene items, clothing, and emotional care. This initiative seeks to raise awareness about child nutrition and to rally communities, corporate bodies, and individuals around the shared goal of nurturing healthier futures for the children. We want to build a culture of giving as Santa Foundation. We realize that there is one thing that has touched me. Let me speak from my heart, not from what is here, okay? There is one thing that has touched my heart so deeply. In Africa and in actually, we are so used to having donations from the whites. Right now, as we speak, we all know donation is cut. And many people are struggling. Just because people have totally depended, like the war and everything has brainwashed us that we should always be in a receiving end. Us, actually. So this initiative is to remove that idea from the mind of the people that we can actually support one another and grow. Because if you look critically, you realize that even those whites, the money that comes to us here are monies that are collected from individuals, and those monies are coming to us. Now we all know that the word of God says that what? There is more blessing in giving than receiving. So who is being blessed more? Meaning those people abroad are being blessed, and for us, the little we have is even being taken away from us. And that is why we see the circle of poverty continues. You're seeing children who are suffering. For example, that children who are malnourished, and you're like, okay, let us wait for the whites, let us wait, maybe an NGO will come and support. No, we need to rise up and support our own people in our own community, so that we also grow, we also get the blessing. We also help learn to know, we learn that being generous is a blessing, not just because God says you will be blessed, but we are all growing, coming to the same level. You know, that is why we have initiated this giving. So I also want us to take this opportunity to teach the next generation about generosity. When we do this activity, personally, I make sure that I involve the children a lot. Why? Because I want them, I actually, me as a director, for example, of Osprenet, I tell my parents, let the child decide to pick by themselves. Let them know that there are other children who do not have the same privileges that you have. They have the food, they have the shelter, they're coming to school, but other children do not have such a privilege. So, such children need to be helped by they that have excess. You get? So these children are supposed to pick their clothes, their shoes, whatever they have, and they go to also visit those other children who do not have to support them. Okay. So in this way, we are instilling the heart of the culture of generosity in them. These children will never remain the same if they learn. I want us to reach a time in Acholi where we have stopped depending on donations, where we are there to hold each other's hand as a team and support the entire community, and not wait for the whites to come and help us. And instead, they are taking away, because we are so used to, we become lazy, we don't want to work, because it is what you work for, that is what you give, you know? So this is an initiative to create that awareness and remove that mindset of waiting and waiting and waiting from the whites, you know? Now, last year, we visited and donated to St. Jude's Children's Home. That was our first initiative. What was so amazing, I was telling a few of these guys, what was amazing was that I did that single-handedly. It's something that was from my heart, not because I want people to see that I am giving, but it's because I put it up upon myself that it's a good thing to give back to the community, because if I do that, their life will be transformed, one at a time. So with a few friends and well-wishers who were able to contribute without even involving the media and all that, we were able to support those children with great support, and we put a smile on their faces. And that is why we are encouraging each and every one this year that we should do the same. We have identified, every year we identify different group of vulnerable community to support. And we are not doing this only as Sadka Foundation. We want to give a platform because we believe that there are many other people who are like us who want to give, but they do not have the platform. Back in the days, I had the heart of giving, but I couldn't do it alone. You cannot go to the hospital and help one person and you leave the other. You get? And that is why I was like, no, let me create a platform where people can come, people who have, like you have, even just a pair of clothes, you can give a bar of soap and something. We put that together and it becomes something big that will change the life of more than just one child. You get? So it's an initiative that is a platform for everybody to give, such that we are able to change our community. These are the targets. Our goal, of course, the goal for this drive is to mobilize resources and community support to improve the health, nutrition, and well-being of the malnourished children admitted at Lacho Hospital. Our target is 50 children, vulnerable children, and in these 50, we would like to support 30 malnourished children and 20 other extremely vulnerable children. That is why we have added to make 50, because we believe that some children who may not necessarily be malnourished, but they are really, really in need. They may not have clothing, they may not have food to eat, you know. That is why we have added that number to make it up to 50. So we intend to provide nutritional supplements, food items, hygiene kits, and clothing to those target children, plus their caregivers. Also, we want to take this opportunity to increase public awareness about child malnutrition and promote preventative nutrition practices at household and community levels. And we would also like to use this opportunity to strengthen our partnership with Lacho Hospital, plus other community stakeholders for a sustainable child welfare initiatives. So that is our target. So I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate St. Mary's Hospital Lacho when we reached out to them and requested that we wanted to support the hospital. They welcomed us and they gave us a green light. And also I would like to take this opportunity. I'm sorry I didn't introduce my colleagues earlier on. I'll introduce them, I'm sorry. I would also want to recognize the presence of our partners who are here to support us. We have Stress Clinic Uganda, a representative from Stress Clinic, Yodra. We have Waribe, Emmy's Mine Company has been of great support, and Tina Pakele Sustainable Development Initiative, and many others who are yet to join us. who have supported. So this is a platform that I would want it to gather different entities and individuals who feel like giving because their parents at their home, they have lots of clothes for children for even 5 years ago, they're still keeping waiting for another child. But if you give that one, you never know the doors that will open from giving that. Okay, so that is why we are having this initiative. So I would like to appreciate them for your partnership, for showing interest in supporting this cause, because it's something that we cannot do alone as Santa Foundation. I also would like to appreciate the media fraternity for supporting us to spread this message, for coming to take note of what we are doing, such that we spread the message to reach more audience, such that they are able to support. And not only that, that will create a culture. It might not necessarily be that they have to give to us, but they will know that the importance of giving, that we can change something about our country, about our region, northern region, when it comes to giving. Because when we give, we are blessed. So that is one of my major messages, changing the culture of generosity in our actual land and stopping to depend on donation. Because me, as the founder of Santa Foundation, I am not looking at, let me get a grant for 2 years, we support these children and it is gone. No, that's not what I'm looking at. I am looking at all of us coming together, putting our hands together to give, and it is something that will keep carrying on and on. And in future, people are able to even give on a monthly basis. So I want to create that awareness and instill that culture of giving in people and not depending or waiting on money from coming from abroad. These are the initiatives that we have, which has brought us here today. Maybe let me add on something little. At Santa Foundation, we have other activities like I mentioned earlier. In pipeline, we have, I'll also need your support for different organizations who are passionate about mental health, like Stress Clinic, plus the media team. In January, we are going to host a free counseling camp. Santa Foundation doesn't have any funding. We work within our resources. What I can say is that Ospreys is the main donor of the foundation. We don't look for money from outside, but we are going to host the free counseling with the support of people who are passionate about counseling. We want people to walk in here who are, if you're stressed, you get out of here when you are feeling better. We are going to do that for a week, for 5 good days. That our doors will be open. You come and find counselors, professional counselors here. So we want to do that in January, as well as on Saturday we intend to close it up with a parent